everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hack'em and this is the LB Hack'em channel. We're playing Playthings of the Gods. It's our fifth oh my gosh. I was doing so well. It was our 5th edition D&D homebrew mostly game. I'm excited to be here tonight. Excited to see everybody in chat, and thank you for the gift subs starting out on a big ol' positive. So, we're going to go around and have everybody introduce themselves and who they're playing tonight, and then we'll get into the game. Are you guys ready? Yes? Yes. All right, we're going to start out with Savvy. Who are you? Who you're playing? Tell the people.
I don't know. I'm not prepared. I'm just kidding. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. When I'm not here, I'm on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights. This game with 2 G's and nights with a K. Tonight, I am playing Alhena, the Centaur, a Circle of the Stars druid.
Thank you very much. Always happy to have you. Next up is Miss Tanya.
Oh, hey, I'm Tanya. You can find me at Tanya Rowland on TikTok, where I posted my very first one, and it's super weird, so look at it. And I have another weird thing, a podcast where I pretend I'm an 8-year-old boy, Spider Facts with Billy, anywhere you get podcasts. And tonight, though, I am Moxie, a tiefling bard, College of Glamour.
Thank you very much. Good to have you back as always. Do we have any puggies today?
I do not have the pugs right now. I just
That's
gave
okay.
them up.
No, just they went back to their other parent. You didn't give them up to like the adoption.
For the world, I have split pugcity with my ex from 4 years ago, so it's weird, but it works. So yeah,
we miss them. We love them. Next up is Miss Rachel.
Hey, that's me. Tanya, I have a question. Is Billy ever gonna have a 9th birthday?
Oh, I have not gotten that far. Probably.
Just randomly popped in my head. We could celebrate Billy's 9th birthday. Okay.
Let you know.
Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I stream things like Skyrim, Dead by Daylight. I play Skyrim as this character, making decisions for her. And that character is Talon, the Elven Ranger, Beastmaster, and that is her trusty sidekick, Root. It's a Bloodhawk. He's protecting me from the creepy Furby. That's it.
Perfect. And last but of course not least, Miss Shota Kelly.
Hello, hello, hello. Tonight I am playing Nazira, the drow elf, who is a rogue. I completely forgot, and I was completely looking on D&D Beyond like, who the hell am I playing today?
Girl, I get it.
Game. I don't have no idea.
No, I get it. I absolutely sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? Am I running this game? Oh shit. Okay, let's do it. But we're gonna get into it. I'm LB Hack'em. This is my channel. We are live Tuesday afternoons, Thursday evenings, Friday evenings, and for the last week, Saturday evenings this week, we are wrapping up our Monster of the Week game, which is incredible. I cannot stress how amazing it is. They just figured out the like sort of twist that I had, and like the aftermath, talking to my players about it was incredible. So if you haven't watched it, the video should be up on YouTube soon. Dealing with a sound issue from one of the first episode, but it should be up soon. And then of course we're here live on Sundays doing our D&D stream. So before we begin, we're gonna do our recap. We'll turn it over to Miss Rachel. Go ahead and tell us what's going on or what happened last week.
Previously on Playthings of the Gods, Nazira and Moxie had made it to the yawning portal and witnessed Dabby, Nazira's friend, getting punched in the face after gloating over winning. After catching up a bit, they saw a familiar face in the crowd, Matthias, their favorite little bean. He was staying with the Belladonna's family, and long story short, after saving their daughter's life, she was in love with Matthias, but he didn't reciprocate the feelings. Alhena and Talon joined them then, and they all set Dabby off on finding information about Alhena's brother, turning into a race between her and Vincent Trench. Over drinks, they caught up with Matthias and learned that he had been kidnapped by a gang, the Xanathar, involved in people trafficking and to look out for those with eye tattoos. That added to their growing concern about the city, and they tried to concoct a plan to get Matthias out of the city or give him the courage to end his accidental relationship. Moxie said she would write up a contract of employment for the circus as a back pocket excuse for him to leave if he couldn't find it in him to tell her the truth, so she left to go grab some writing utensils and paper. Of course, as if her ears were burning, Laurel made her way into the bar with 2 bodyguards. Talon and Nazira tried to create a diversion in the middle of the bar, pretending to fight, while he hid behind Alhina and snuck out. Well, he tried to sneak out. Alhina was really sneaky, but Matthias somehow managed to lose a blue centaur in the middle of a crowded bar. With a well-placed illusion, they still managed to escape the bar without Laurel seeing him. Before leaving the bar, Nazira downed her drink and promptly passed out drunk. Talon had to carry her out, and around the corner, while Alhina and Matthias were waiting, Moxie arrived shortly thereafter. Moxie went back into the bar, got their rooms, and then Talon carried Nazira up and put her to bed. Alhina and Matthias stayed back a bit before making sure the coast was clear, speaking a bit about her missing brother and how the longer they went without hearing about him, the more worried she became. Matthias tried to offer her as much comfort as he could, and they both hoped that they would find him soon. After dinner and a little more liquid courage for Matthias, they concocted the breakup plan. Talon would go back with Matthias and stay the night at the manor as a buffer, and everyone else would come under the pretense of meeting Laurel in the morning so she can meet his friends, and he'd have the conversation with her, trying to be honest first and using the contract as a backup if it went poorly. Alhena walked with them back to the Belladonna's family home, making sure they got there safely. Matthias went straight to bed, and Talon stayed up for a bit to try to get to know Laurel a bit, even making an awkward attempt at a conversation about how adrenaline-fueled feelings for someone may not be real, or making decisions based on those feelings may not be the best idea. It went better than expected, but didn't really seem to sink in. Alhena hung around outside the manor for a bit, wanting to make sure that nothing wild happened before she went back to the pub. She made some flowers on top of the wall, hoping that Matthias would see them and feel comforted, and he did. She made her way back to the pub, met up with her friends, and after they went to bed, she had a dream. Valrea appeared to her again, telling her that she was on the right path to finding her brother, and he wasn't being harmed that she knew of. She sent him good dreams, a memory that would let him know that Alhena was looking for him. And Valrea also gave her lovely dreams of fond memories of her family and friends, and she woke feeling rested and hopeful. The next day, after surviving a very awkward breakfast with the Belladonna's family, Talon and Matthias were relieved to see the rest of their friends. Matthias got up the courage to speak with Laurel, who at this point everyone was kind of rooting for because she was an absolute gem, and he pulled her aside. He had told the truth about not sharing her feelings, and while he cared about her, he didn't feel the same way. She took it pretty well, and though she was sad, she took the rejection with grace. Matthias grabbed his things and made a quick exit with his friends, not wanting to put the family in an awkward position. And when we last left our adventurers, they'd said goodbye to Matthias, but not before he'd given one of the flowers Alhena had created, hoping it would bring her comfort, but not knowing she'd made it, because he'd felt comforted by it last night. And they were hoping to hear back at some point some information on Alhena's brother, considering that maybe the Xanathar were involved in trafficking, were involved in his disappearance.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. And sorry, I almost died. That was a very good recap. I appreciate you, of course, as always. So we're going to pick up. You guys were just leaving the Belladonna estate. And where were you guys going to head? Next.
Okay, we need to discuss. If we're leaving that, we need to meet with... Did we ever find Dabby again? We didn't, right?
Dabby
No,
left,
Dabby
yeah,
came back.
yesterday afternoon to
So
go.
We go back to our...
Supposed to meet us
To
at
the yawning
bar.
portal.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe we should go there, see if she's around. What time of day is it?
It's the morning. It's just after
Okay.
breakfast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I say we go back to the yawning portal and see if someone's there for us. That's what we're gonna do.
You guys head back to the Yawning Portal, which is the wonderful inn in the south section of town. It's I would say just past mid-morning as you guys get there, maybe around like 11 o'clock or so. It's bustling with the lunch crew. You guys are gonna sit down at a table and just wait for Dabby.
Yeah, might as well just hang out for a little bit.
You guys are asked if you want any lunch, brought any drinks that you guys want. I'm gonna say, how long do you guys want to wait here?
I mean, I'm going to get restless after like an hour or two,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting around. So she's not back at that point. I might just want to like wander the city a bit.
Or we could go back to that PI and see if he found anything yet over the last day.
He told us to give him 48 hours, but maybe he's back already.
Yeah, or we could just check in. I don't know.
See if he's there.
Yeah, I say we wait for like an hour and then maybe
Okay.
go.
Yeah, after about an hour, you see no sign of Dabby. She is loud and bombastic and noticeable, so you wouldn't have missed her. So if you guys want to head back up to the northern section of town, by the Spirit and Spirits, and head to the Tiger's Eye, which is the place of employment for one Victor, the hunter.
Before we do that, I do want to leave a note with the bartender.
Sure.
If Gabby comes, I just want to tell her that we'll be back later tonight.
Mhm.
On a little note.
Perfect. You do this without much issue. They know who she is. You guys start heading up. I said Victor for no other reason than I was wrong. His name is Vincent Trench. But you guys start heading up the high road through the northern ward and to the Sheridan Street. You guys get to the door. It does seem to be locked, but as you turn to take a look around to kind of maybe decide what you're going to do next, Talon, sort of directly behind you, is a figure in a large hat and a trench coat.
Hello.
Hi.
Any word yet?
He sort of like hands. He goes to hand you something, but then turns to Alhina, and instead he reaches his hand out for you, and deposits a piece of paper into your hand. I was gonna say hoof, but you don't have hoofs for hands. You do know, Alhina, do me a favor and just make a perception check real quick. Sure. As he places the paper in your hand, you do notice something strange about his hand. He pulls it away very quickly, but it seems like his thumb is deformed and his hand is sort of not right. It almost, as he pulled it away, you kind of got a hinky feeling that his hand was backwards, like his thumb was in the wrong spot. But he quickly puts it back in his pocket, and he kind of looks at the rest of you. You see in your hand is a slip. It is a point of purchase slip, a receipt from a sale of 1 centaur from the Xanathars to a group called the Shahir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's on the slip? What's happening?
I don't think Alhina says anything. I think she just hands it, will hand it to Moxie.
So Moxie grabs it and reads it and oh fuck. Okay, he was sold to the Shahir. Is that what you said? It looks like he was sold from the Xanathars to the Shahir. So they're trafficking him, it sounds like.
Is that the kind of thing you do in this land? Sell people.
Not ship
Not where I'm
bags,
from.
no.
Who are
Okay.
the Shakir?
I don't know much about them. I know they're from Cholt, so that's pretty far south of here. But I do know someone who might be able to help you.
Who? I'm Moxie, by the way.
Hi. They are a well-known hunter. probably be able to, I don't know, find if I can find them, or if you can find them, then they'll definitely be able to help you find your friend. His
Where'd
name's.
you get this slip from? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I got it from a Xanathar member,
Okay, and what's the name of this hunter?
Ezekiel. I call him Bud. Most people do.
Ezekiel or Bud. Okay. Where can we find this dude at?
I think he's out, but he should be back probably this evening. I can snag him as he's coming back into town and send him your way if you tell me where to meet him.
We're staying at the Yawning Portal.
Perfect.
So he can meet us there.
All right.
Thank you.
Good luck. I don't know much about these people, but you seem like a tough bunch.
No one gets away with hurting my friends. So
You got it.
All right. Thanks, Vincent.
Of course.
Should we just go back there now? I mean, what else can we really do right now? This seems kind of like the most important.
yeah, because we need to catch them before they leave town.
Yeah. Or at
As
least
far as
someone
I know,
needs to
they
be
already
there.
have.
Oh, they've already left town?
Yeah.
They're gonna come back tonight, though, or Ezekiel or Bud.
Ezekiel is, yeah.
But the Shakir have left already.
Correct. You're
Well,
gonna
I'd
have to
rather
catch
take
them
them on the road anyway.
All right.
We need
Speaking
Bud.
strategically.
Do we need Bud to help us find?
He knows their trade routes.
I was gonna say I'm a good tracker, but I wouldn't know where to start if we don't know anything
No.
about who they're traveling with, how many horses. It'd be hard with all the people leaving the city for me to track a particular group.
Yeah, at
So
least
if he
one
knows
of
their
us.
trade routes.
One of us needs to be in like the Yawning Portal at all times until we get a hold of this dude.
Yes.
Expect him
And,
tonight.
Thank you.
He kind of nods to you guys and unlocks his shop and goes inside.
So, do you want to go back now? I don't really have anything to go out and do, I don't think.
My adrenaline's a little up now that we have like a quarry to go after, and I don't like that they've left the city. So I'm gonna go for a walk, and I'm gonna see if Alhina wants to join me, because I don't think she probably wants to sit around after hearing that. So I'm gonna offer to just wander around the city a little bit nearby the Yawning Portal, but just a little walk.
Okay.
If anybody wants to join us.
Well, I'll go
One of
back
us needs
to
to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back to Yawning Portal. Nazira, do you want to come with me?
Yeah, I'll come with.
Okay, so we'll go back to the bar.
All right. Yeah, you make your way back down to the Yawning Portal from whence you came. And it takes you, again, about 45 minutes to get down there. It's just after lunchtime. Talon and Alhina, you guys are going to go for a walk. Is there anything you want to discuss, or?
At one point, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna grab her hand and be like, "Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You don't have to pretend. Do you want to just like let out a scream? This has got to be so frustrating. I'll shoot anybody with an arrow that looks at you funny."
That's really nice of you to say. But it's my job to be okay.
Mom, I'm here for you. If you want to let out some frustration, just if you want to just go like yell, I don't know. I don't know how I would handle this. I never grew up with a sibling, so I don't know what it's like, but I'm just imagining losing one of you and knowing that we can't go after them yet. And I just It's got to be really frustrating. So I'm sorry.
It's a lot like that.
We're going to find him.
I hope so.
And I will sacrifice every last one of them to the Blood Queen that took him.
I would like that. I think.
Yeah. No one will leave wherever that is alive. We will take them on the road and I will kill every last one of them if I have to.
Thank you.
That's the least I can do.
It's hard feeling like you can't do anything.
We are not good at sitting around and waiting. We're doers. And I'm not good at sitting around. So if you want to just walk around for a little while longer, I will do that with you. There's not very many good places to look at the stars in the city, unfortunately.
That's okay. There's a lot of things to look at.
Mhm.
I've never been good at sitting around either.
No,
That's how I find myself so far from home.
me too. I haven't sat still since I left home.
It's especially hard when you have 4 legs.
I bet. 2 is hard enough. Imagine Root. He has wings.
I can't imagine, actually. I know what that's like. Did you know I could turn into a bird?
No, I did not.
I can do that sometimes.
Well, that's cool. You'll have to show me sometime.
It's kind of disappointing because once you have wings, to not have them, oh boy.
I bet. But at least you get to have them for a little while. We could just continue our walk.
All right. Anything going on inside the bar?
In the bar, how many people are in there?
In the bar right now? I mean, there's probably at least 20 people going on.
I kind of, being antsy, I just kind of go into the corner. Like, I want to ask the bartender, is it okay if I just perform for a little while, play some music?
Yeah, they don't mind as long as they don't have to pay you.
Yeah, so I just kind of go in the corner, and start playing my pan flute, I guess, and I switch between instruments,
Mhm.
just to entertain myself till something happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, it gets to be sort of mid-afternoon, evening time. You guys are brought drinks and food. How long had you guys said you were going to keep the rooms for? A couple nights?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are, Alhina and Talon, you guys, are you going to go back into the bar when it gets, like, nightfall? All right.
Yeah, we'll
perfect.
slowly make our way that way.
Okay. It's probably like 45 minutes to an hour before the sun dips below the horizon. And you see, as you're sitting at your table, a gentleman walk into the bar. I think Talon, you probably notice him first. He is covered in he has a green, like, sort of tied up shirt that is a bit loose on him. It's has like brown string on it. He's wearing a almost gold over jacket, but it seems to, when the light catches it, almost like blend in with his surroundings. He's got a pretty nice sword on his belt, long brown like chestnutty hair, and very pronounced like a wood elven features with large ears, and his eyes kind of scan the room, and you can see him kind of lay eyes on Alhina because she is the most distinguished member of your group as far as looks, and he sort of heads over and stands at the end of your table. Hello, I'm Ezekiel. I was told by Victor that you wanted to speak to me.
Yeah, we were told that you know the trade routes of the Shakir.
Yes, I heard that they've left recently. I was north hunting something else before I didn't get back in time to find them or to catch them, but if you know when they left or if you know they're heading south, then I can find them.
Well, we know they've left recently. I don't know exactly when.
Okay.
And I believe they're headed south.
They're most likely going back to Cholt. That's where they do most of their trade.
That was my understanding.
Okay. Are you ready to go now?
Looks around at everybody. You guys ready to do this?
Yeah, I had
Perfect.
quit playing and came back, so I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
All right. Who am I traveling with,
I'm
if I may
Moxie.
ask?
I'm
By the way.
Talon. She'll hold out her hand to shake his.
He's got a very firm grasp.
Nazira.
Elena.
It's your brother that we're chasing?
Yes.
Don't worry. I found many of these traitors. I will get them, and we will get your brother back.
Okay.
All right. Do you have horses?
Yes. They're
Let's
at the
go.
circus outside.
We're going to ride fast and through the night. Is everyone all right with that? Okay.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
We'll
right.
leave another note for Dabby at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, Vincent Trench beat you to the information, and we're heading south, chasing a lead.
Perfect.
Sorry he won. We still owe you a favor.
You guys exit the bar, grab all your stuff, and start moving back up. You left your horses at the circus, correct?
Mhm.
Yes. You head back up to the circus. I'm gonna say at like 11 o'clock, the camera will pan to the yawning portal as Dabby runs in. I got it. But you guys are heading back out to the carnival. The circus is packing up at this point. They're gonna head north. Moxie, did you want to talk to anybody while you're here?
I want to talk to Mordecai
Sure.
and tell him what's going on.
Sure. Go ahead.
So once I
He's
find him and we're by
Breaking down
ourselves,
some of the tents. Yeah.
like, Morty, hey,
Hey, what's
Okay.
going on?
so Elhena's brother got trafficked by the Shahir. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
I haven't either. So we're going down to Cholt. So we're gonna be going south, not north, like I thought.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
So I just want someone to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, be safe.
we will.
Don't get trafficked.
Moxie grabs his face and kisses Mordecai. She's fucking doing it.
He just kind of like there is a moment where he does not react while you're kissing him, and
She's like, fuck.
and then he kind of like relaxes and eases into it. He does break it a little bit earlier than you, and just as like blushing, like completely red across the face on top of his head, and he's like, "Oh, well, okay,
Do I get the feeling like he's okay with it? He's just
yes,
nervous?
yes,
Okay.
yes, very
I'm
much
not like,
so.
I didn't pick up.
No.
Okay. So Moxie's like, okay, I'm sorry. I had to do that, but I
No,
gotta go.
No, it was great. It was better than great.
Okay.
even.
okay, well, I'll miss you. Bye. And then she just kind of starts walking out. She's like,
just
this is
like-
too many feelings.
He like completely is just like taken aback and blushing and like smiling from ear to ear.
Aw.
You guys get your horses, and Bud will pop up with his. He has like this sort of a dark brown stallion-looking horse. Looks very fast. And he'll kind of saddle up next to you guys. Are we ready?
Yeah, before we like head out, I want to like talk to the horses. I'm gonna
Mhm.
speak with animals, and I'm gonna tell
Sure.
them like, look, guys, usually we do like a nice lazy pace, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell them what's going on and be like, Geo, my friends, we are looking for Alhina's brother. Some people took him, and we're gonna go get him. So I need 110% out of you guys. We're gonna ride through the night. I promise lots of snacks once we get through this. It's
All
gonna
right.
be a rough night. We're gonna get there, and lots of snacks after the fact. Okay, guys?
Elvira's a little like, but the rest of them are here for it. Dante is like very much like, I'll try to keep up.
Got this. Pep talk for the horses. They're not used to this pace.
Nope.
What's my horse's name? I can't remember. I'm trying to find it.
Let's see. We had Elvira, Dante, Geo, and Ford. The Pinto. I think Elvira was Geo was Talon's. I think you were riding the Clydesdale, Dante. He was like the super excited horse.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I know I
Yeah.
have Elvira.
Yeah. I think Ford was. Oh, you know what? No, that's wrong because the Clydesdale was for Nismat because she was
I think
bigger.
I had Ford.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I'm
had the
embarrassed that I
Pinto.
chose that, but here we are.
I might have named it. I'm sorry. So do you guys want to leave Dante behind then? The Clydesdale. All right. He's happy to work wherever. He's a working
Yeah.
man.
So he's not sad that we're leaving him.
No, he's
It
made
breaks
friends with
my
all the
heart.
other animals. Yeah.
Okay, good.
He'll be in
he
good
and-
hands with the animal handlers of the circus.
Yeah, he
like
and Dante or Taco are good friends now.
I keep asking Talon over and over. I'm like, it's okay, right? Like he doesn't feel abandoned, and he's
Wait, who's
No,
Taco?
He's excited to work. Taco's the tiger. Yeah, he's excited to work. And he likes
Okay.
popcorn. That's his new favorite snack. So
perfect.
100%.
As we leave too, Moxie says bye to everybody and like takes a little extra time like with the animals.
Mhm.
Now that like Talon has talked to the animals, Moxie like humanizes them a little more. She always liked
Yeah.
them, but now feels a little closer to them.
Yeah.
So like kind of reaches her hand and pets Taco.
He
like-
nuzzles into you and will like give you chuffs as tigers do the which I can't do apparently. But he
I'm
is
happy now.
very pleased to see you. And then everyone at the circus is just gonna give you a salute and a goodbye. They'll explain to you exactly where you're going. Cherry will explain exactly where they're gonna be next, so you can go find them pretty easily.
Cool.
All right,
let's be off.
let's do.
Root's
right.
excited to fly again.
Yeah.
Out ahead of us.
Perfect. Yeah, no, you guys are kind of back on the road after being in the city for, I mean, you weren't even there for that long. It just does feel very consuming and very claustrophobic after some time, especially since you've been on the road for so long. But you guys start on the road. Ezekiel will lead the charge. He is more than eager to get going. And as he said, he is going to ride through the night and most of the next day. You're heading south. If you guys want to look at your handy dandy map, you are going.
Yeah, is
Okay.
Cholt on the map?
Let me zoom all the way out. Cholt is not on this map. It is further south of the forest at the very bottom of It's like it's sort
Oh,
of like
okay.
a desert land. The is like it's like the border between.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are heading down from Waterdeep. You are going to pass Daggerford. Let's see. Let me just distance. It's going to take you. It would normally take you 4 days. I'm sorry. It would normally take you. Nope. You're not riding a dragon. Where is it? How come there's not a
Why
fucking...
not?
Or
Why
am
would we think of that?
I know.
don't
I
know.
get. I don't know. No one knows. It would normally take you like 2.5 to 3 days if you're just like walking your horses. But you're going at a pace where you guys make it past Nightstone. When you hit the second night, is there or like you ride through the first night, ride through most of the day. You take breaks here along the way, but he's pretty businesslike. Is there anything you guys wanted to do in that time?
No, I'm just picking up what I can, tracking wise from him, and like the little things that like he doesn't notice or know, I'm gonna point out. We're gonna
Perfect.
share a little tracking information.
Yeah. You guys pass a few people on the road. It's not very busy. Coming north, usually between. Oh, nope. Stop doing that, please. Usually people are gonna go north, towards the Sword Mountains or Neverwinter, or like going down towards Baldur's Gate is kind of a trek. So, yeah, you guys. Oh no. Thank you. I'm sorry, the interactive map is interacting too much. But you are able to go, and you guys, Ezekiel stops the second night, the beginning of the second night, and kind of, Talon, he pulls you guys off the road, in sort of a well-hidden area. It seems to be that you could fit probably like 5 carts in this area. It's like sort of behind a couple trees and bushes. It's a good place for, people who don't want to be seen off the road. He dismounts his horse and he says, "We'll be sleeping here for the night. We need to take a break so we can start again fresh in the morning."
What town are we in?
You're not.
near?
You're in between Waterdeep and Daggerford.
Okay.
So, as he starts making the fire, tell me about what you know so far. About who took your brother, or where he is, or what is it that you know that you can tell me that I can help with? Is there nothing?
Well, it's not much.
Anything helps.
Okay, I'll just give him a rundown of what we know at this point.
Okay. Well, that's actually very helpful. Did you see what kind of cage he's in?
It was like a cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
On
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the one of the big, carts with the doors in the back.
Okay. Did you see how many there were with him, or did it just look like... Did you just see him?
Well, I mostly just saw him, but there were a few.
Okay, well, we are not only there to save your brother. Anyone else that we find, we're
You're
going to
muted.
take... Oh. I wasn't on the stream. It got messed up again. Love it. Love to see it. We're not just there to save your brother. So anyone we find, we're going to take time to rescue also. I've dealt with this kind of person before. These traffickers, they're not... they can be easily scared if there are enough. I normally go by myself and do it in secret. I get people out in the dead of night or when they're resting and try to do it as cautiously as possible, but with the rest of us, is there a way you'd prefer to handle it?
Whatever is most effective. Do we know how much of a head start they have on us?
From my information, a couple days.
Do they
But-
travel as fast as we try to?
No. They are traveling with people in cages. They're traveling in secret and at night or during the not busy times. There are some people on the road who just turn a blind eye to the injustices, but normally they like to keep to sort of off paths. The main road is the fastest, but I think tomorrow I'm going to start us on the more hidden roads, the trafficking roads, to make sure we don't miss them.
Well, I'm happy to just try and fuck them up as much as we have to, and as much as they deserve. So whatever you think is best, we'll get your back.
Would
Okay.
like the goal to be to save as many people as possible.
Yeah.
And if you think that being quiet and stealthy about it is the way to go, or at least to start, then I know Nazira and I can be unseen if need be.
If you want to avoid loss of life, that's going to be the best.
Well, if you need a distraction, you got me.
What do you do?
I am a bard. I perform, and I'll do whatever it takes.
Okay. Might be able to use that. All right. Is there anything else I should know about any of you? Any sort of talents or tricks, things we should avoid?
Oh, I like to detect thoughts.
Just in general? Please don't do that to me.
I won't. I won't.
Okay.
If I can do it hiding to one of these people, I will. If they can't see us, but I've gotten in trouble with it before, so I'll tell you before I do it, just for some guidance.
I understand that. All right. I'll get some sleep. I can keep the first watch, and we'll head out at first light.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
And those that need 8 hours can just sleep.
Is it just me and Elhana that need 8 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You two rest up. Nazira and I can split the watches. Bud, you can join one of us on watch if you want to,
Yes, of
whichever
course.
you prefer.
I'll
Or
watch
you don't
first.
have to.
All right. You guys are able to make yourselves some food on the fire. Alhena, Moxie, and Nazira start your sleeping or trancing. And yeah, the night goes through without any incident. Ezekiel is pretty quiet, just sort of sharpening his blades, checking all of his equipment over and over, and then kind of just reads the stars for the rest of the night. Unless he's spoken to, I guess.
I am also quiet, contemplative, and I just keep making the dagger come out of my wrist just while I'm thinking. Like,
Mhm. That's fair. All right. Sure. As you're doing that, Ezekiel kind of looks down at your blade, and says, "That's a very unique blade. Where did you find it?"
it was a gift.
A gift. You know, there's a story about a blade like that.
Is there?
Yes, to the west there is a assassin known as the Crimson Hand. They come in the night, quiet as a ghost, hit their mark and gone. It's been I only know it from tales on the road, but I was probably passed down through people, because it is a long tale. The story starts hundreds of years ago, but it is just a story. Just make sure a guard does not find you with a weapon like that. They might
Well-
not think it's just a story.
And I will make it go back into my wrist and disappear. I'll
Mhm.
be like, it's just a tattoo.
Very well. It is just a tattoo. Goes
Are
back
we-
to
On horses right now, or are we?
no, that was
sleeping.
at night.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, again, the night goes past without much incident. And yeah, you guys are able to get back up on the road, have just a very quick breakfast. Probably no coffee, sorry. Gotta take time to brew that shit, unless you got some instant, which, that's what you're into, that's fine. But you guys get back on the road, and you start, you do start the day as quickly as you did your night before. You start moving down the road, and it kind of, again, it's a very hard trail to see Talon. I think it's something that you could notice that veers off the road. Your Ezekiel leads you down, and this is a well paved, but far enough off of the main road to not be noticed across the way. It's about, a couple 100 yards away from the road. If you're quiet enough, then you can't hear the other road. But he starts taking you down there, moving very quickly. He'll ask you, Talon, can you communicate with your animal?
With Root? Yes.
All right. Can you send it ahead to see if we can see how close we are to them? We cut
Absolutely.
off probably about 2 days in our journey so far.
I will send him ahead and tell him to stay high and let us know when he catches up to a caravan with a lot of cages.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception for Root? Mm-hmm. I'll pull up his character sheet. Gotta find all the stuff.
He got an 11.
Okay. You do have advantages if you want to use them.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
does,
I'll use
so-
an advantage for Root.
All right. Fine.
Math 22.
22. All right, you've done it. So Root keeps far ahead, and you're able to kind of get a read on him. You can't. I think your telepathy only works like within 120 feet. Is that right? Okay.
I honestly don't know. I really need to get the details on that. Sorry.
So he flies further ahead. You kind of lose your focus with him, but he knows his task. You guys ride through most of the day. You stop here and there to eat, to give the horses a break, give them some water. You guys do notice that your horses are pretty tired. They're not used to this sort of movement, this sort of, heavy work after being just hanging out in the circus for so long, but you are able to go through and get those breaks in. Talon, you kind of get this, you get your connection back as Root starts to fly back towards you. And during the mid-afternoon, coming onto evening, you are informed that they are probably about, I don't know, like a mile ahead of you.
I will communicate that with the group.
You said just a mile?
Yes, they must be
Hmm.
moving slower.
Well, okay. Did Root did he notice how many there were or how big the group was?
Yeah, he noticed there are lots of cages and carts. There's probably 3 different carts. there are people walking behind the carts and people like riding the carts and a couple people on horses.
Okay. Hey, and you guys, I have a darkness spell that's like a 15-foot radius sphere that completely blacks everything out if we ever need to use that for this too. You let me know what you think, Bud. As we've been writing, I've been kind of telling Bud about like the spells that I have. Just because I know he's the kind of the expert on this. And I don't know.
I also have Pass Without a Trace.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make us very quiet as we sneak up if we need to.
Mm-hmm. All right. You guys continue on your trip. You are able to you're going a little bit slower. Ezekiel asks, is there how do you guys want to approach this, I guess?
Elhana, it's your brother in there.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do? So we're behind you 110%. If you want to barge in and kill everybody that isn't in the cage, I'm with you. But if you want to go in sneaky and try to free everyone, get them out of harm's way, and then go back and kill everybody, I'm cool with that too.
As much as I want to just stomp my way in there, I don't want to put anyone in danger if we don't have to.
Is there any way like I can go out front and like kind of cut them off? Like if I could get far enough ahead of them and I'm just on the side of the road playing music, see if any of them stop and distract them and like talk to people while you guys do stuff.
There's no reason that you can't do that, no?
I don't know. What do you think, guys?
I could probably go up with Moxie, hide in the trees, and try and shoot them down while she's distracting them. 2 for
like-
1. That way, bring everyone up to the front while they're trying to get people out from the back.
Like we could sandwich them in and I'll distract them and you guys can. I don't know. Maybe does anybody have a better idea? I'm down.
As soon as they see Elhana, they're going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You definitely need to keep her out of sight.
Yeah, agreed.
And Nazira, I wouldn't start shooting until need to. I don't know. I don't know if having you go up front we might need you to help get people out of cages.
Maybe you and Nazira should stay in the back and I'll just fucking clown around up front and see what happens. Or you can
Moxie
sneak
gets
up on them.
stolen.
Yeah. Because otherwise, like, what do you actually want to do? You want to try to open cages without them noticing? Or
That's what you said you've done in the past, right?
I have, yes.
If that's worked in the past with as little bloodshed as possible, then maybe that's what we should do. And if need be, I mean, I don't know if you need to go out in front of them strategically, because it's not like they can take off quickly and outrun us
that's true.
with this entire caravan. I mean, maybe the people that are like doing the trafficking could just run off if we scare them enough.
That's what I mean. I don't want that to happen. I don't know, Bud, what do you think? You know, you've done this before.
I normally do this by myself.
I'm leaning towards sneaky lock picking.
That's
because we
what
have
I
Nazira.
normally do.
So the plan is kind of to sneak. Well, aren't they going to be? Do they surround the cages though? Are there some in the front and the back?
It depends on how many there are and what they're doing. If we catch them at night, they could just be at the fire, or there's going to be someone watching, but there are ways to get around people.
Okay, we need to do this at night. Talon and Azira can pick off the watcher or the watchman at night, and then we can sneak up and try to. And then, yeah, and I have thaumaturgy, so I can like make a sound go somewhere else if they wake up. I think that's what we need to do it at night. Then I like that idea.
Yeah, I wonder if instead of taking out the person that's on watch, if there's only one, if you could use that thaumaturgy to make him walk away.
And I have suggestion too. So if
I don't know. Well, I think maybe we need to get up and like wait for night and scout and then decide.
yeah, I've got
So
some tricks
see
up my
how many
sleeve.
there are, see how many people we need to free. Because if it's only 3 or 4 cages, I think we can do that without even alerting them.
That's
Between
true.
3 of us being super sneaky and Nazira with her magical hands.
Yeah, we'll scope it out and then we can
Decide what we
Yeah.
do from there.
yeah, because I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve I want to try
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
All right. That sounds good to me. Let's go. He kind of hops back on his horse, and you guys start moving down slower this time, so you don't get up on them too fast. I think he will suggest to Talon to keep Root ahead to make sure you don't get too close to them or let them know that you're here. Yeah, you guys are able to kind of trail them without being really close to them because of Root. And yeah, do you wait until they stop?
Yeah. Let them stop, make camp.
Okay.
Can
Yep,
Root
right.
figure out how many cages there are, how many people there are?
What is Root's intelligence?
Let's see. I just had him open. He says 3.
There's more than one.
He doesn't have like a full sheet. It's just Bloodhawk. So yeah, it just says 3, but he has a +7 on his perception.
Yep.
Let's see.
Let me just pull it up real quick. Bloodhawk. Well, yeah, it has an intelligence of 3, which, yes, you cannot count.
Ah, darn.
Hey, by the way, I'm reading my detect thought spells.
Yeah.
And it works, and they only have to do a wisdom saving throw if I try to probe deeper into their mind instead of just surface thoughts.
Right.
Okay. Because when we did it before, we did the wisdom saving throw before I heard any of that dude's thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So I could, if I get within 30 feet, I could do detect thoughts. They'd have no idea that I'm doing it and just hear their surface thoughts. So that's an option too. But Root knows there's more than one. How far back are we from them?
Like 200 yards.
Okay.
Enough to make sure they can't see you. Sorry.
In that case, here's what I want to do. I want to stealthily sneak up. And this is why I have advantages. To try to do try to get close to someone and then cast detect thoughts and see if I can figure anything out. I've got some ideas.
I've got your back. Have you warned any of us that you're going to do this time?
Yeah. I'm like
Okay.
I'm like whispering out loud, like, Elhana,
Okay.
are you okay with this? Yes. Yes. I'm trying to like hide my excitement because I like doing this. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Is there like cover? There's trees all along the pathway, I'm assuming.
Yeah. If you're sneaky enough, you can sneak up on them.
Okay, that's what I want to do. So I take it I need to do a stealth check.
Yeah. Are you going by yourself?
Maybe that way it's just me. If I fail it, it's just me that they have to deal with, and they can
Sure.
capture me, and you guys can figure it out from there. So I'll do it by myself.
I could disguise myself if you want backup.
What can you disguise yourself as? Wait,
Bear?
a bear? Fuck yeah, be a bear. That's awesome.
Okay.
If they see me, you can distract them. They'll probably be scared.
I will pretend to be your dancing circus bear.
Yes. And we'll just be lost in the woods.
Okay.
Worst case scenario. But stay behind me like 30, 40 feet though, just in case I royally fuck this up. So we don't have to resort to that.
I don't think I've done this in the entirety of the time we've been playing this game.
You have not.
Because
wild shapes at
I've always
all.
been using my star shapes instead. So I'm gonna wild shape into a black bear.
Yes,
yeah.
you guys see Alhina's form shift. Do you have like a specific like what does it look like? Is it just a morph, like an animorph, or is it
It's exactly like
magic?
an animorph.
Okay.
No, if I can do animorphs, I'm doing animorphs.
All right. That's fair. All right. So you are able to everyone hydrate while Alhina shifts very quickly from a centaur into a black bear. And before you is this fairly large creature. And what's the first thing you do as a black bear?
Well, I'm really dumb now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think she just like walks directly up to Moxie and it's just like has this look on her face, like, right?
I like just slowly reach out and pet you. I'm like, this is so fucking cool. Oh my God. But I'm being quiet still. But...
Do you remember what stats transfer? Because I think your intelligence stays the same. You just can't speak.
I think it's just the physical stats, but I'd have to look it up.
That change, yeah.
Oh,
I gotta
Bud
find the
just said
difference
that.
between
Bud
wild shape and
says
polymorph.
that you retain all of your mental stats, you just can't talk.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
okay,
Perfect.
yes,
Thank you,
okay.
Hell
Bud.
yeah. You
Yeah,
smart as
bud.
hell.
It's on my sheet. Just gotta find it.
Yeah. Bud's our book. Bud
you,
tells
Bud.
us everything.
Mike,
Bud also is
Oh.
playing tonight.
Like, okay, Elhana, you can hear me in there. Hopefully we won't need you to help me distract. So stay behind, remember?
Just nods.
This is so exciting. Okay. So I'm gonna start creeping up, and here's my stealth check.
Okie dokie, let's go. Wait, hold on. Question. Talon, do you want to cast Pass Without a Trace first? How long does it last? An hour?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. I'm not
Okay.
gonna tell her that I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So that's targets up to 6 people?
Yes.
Okay, so you can pick everybody.
Yep.
Okay. So you
and
get
it-
plus
doesn't
10 to your
actually-
roll.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't actually say anything about how many people. It just says for the duration
Yeah.
each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Oh.
it's a plus 10 to my roll.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, then in that case I got a 19.
Hell yeah.
Okay, if
I'm
that's
making
good
them
enough.
so sneaky.
Okay, so,
So you're
we-
sneaky for an
Oh,
hour.
shit.
Should I also stealth
Yeah, if you like.
and bear? All right,
And
sneaky
bear.
bear. Here we go.
Stealth bear, stealth bear.
I just
Roll a
picture her
natural
get-
20.
Hell yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't,
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
I just picture like Moxie, you were walking with Alhina as this bear, and yay, you were walking with this bear, and then all of a sudden, Alhina's just gone. Like she was right next to you, and she still is. Like she's kind of like put herself like behind some trees and bushes, but she's like with the camouflage of her fur and all of that. You cannot pick her out anymore.
I'm
You
like,
believe
"Shit,
in your
she's
heart
good."
she's there.
I'm just gonna make sure I stay within 30 feet of them so that they keep the stealth spell. So I'm kind of going
Absolutely.
with them.
Yeah.
The best
A
thing
little
about
bit.
this bit is that I'm not actually good at stealth,
Yeah, me neither.
like
This
stat
helps.
wise. I'm not good at it.
Well, now you got a
Two
30 at
nat
least.
20s in 2 different games.
Hell
so
yeah.
you rolled on stealth. So
The one thing.
One thing.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, Moxie, you start rolling up to this, and you start rolling up to this camp. You see, they've pulled aside. It's getting kind of dark now. You see that they have a fire. The three carts are kind of in the back, rounded out in towards the fire, but their backs are towards the outside. So as you're looking in, you can see the back doors with the locks. You see behind one of the carts is two people walking, and they are chained. Well, I guess they're sitting now, but they're chained to the back of the middle cart. They're kind of just sitting, like, looking pretty tired and defeated, kind of just kicking things. One of them is a half elf, sort of just a girl with very rugged hair, brown, looks like it's unkempt, like she hasn't been really taken care of. The other one is a lizard folk, which you may or may not have seen before. Looks like a dragonborn, but a more pronounced muzzle on them. It is sitting in the dirt with its feet kind of just like plopped out in front of it. It's like straight, and it's like kind of drawing in the ground next to it. There is a tabaxi walking around in the back. It's a sort of a cheetah looking tabaxi, which is a half cat, if I haven't explained. Oh yeah, because Snow is this one. Yeah, so it's kind of pacing around, like looking but not really looking. It's like making the motions of like guarding the back, and every once in a while he'll walk by the lizard folk and kind of kick his foot or mess with them in some way, but for the most part he's kind of just putzing. You can see at the fire are probably like 4 more people. There is a human, there's another tabaxi, there's a couple lizard folk, and then there's one thing that looks like a boulder. Like you've seen creatures that look like a boulder, but for all you see on this creature right now is just like a large sort of roughened boulder-like exterior, and like every once in a while you see a head sort of move up and down. I'm not sure if you would know exactly what this kind of creature is, but it is conversing with the rest of the group.
Okay, so I have a 30-foot range on this.
Yep.
So I want to get as close as I can to kind of hit the people by the fire, if that's possible.
Okay. It's a single target, right?
It takes an action, but I can switch between targets.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So you want to get within 30 feet of them. That's fine. You can scoot over to do that. The sitting at the fire, they're kind of, one of them is the lizard folk is kind of just going through almost like equations, in their head, like doing math as to how much they paid for the people behind them and how much they are going to get for them. The humanoid looking one is very concerned with the food that they're eating and more excited for when I can't wait till I get home and I'm gonna get cooking for my wife, and this is shit and I can't wait. That sort of thing. And then the other one, their speech pattern in their head is a little weird. It's in a different language. It's hard to understand, but it is very slow in the thought process.
What about the tabaxi that's pacing around?
The tabaxi in the back, you kind of like tune in to their thought process and you just hear, "Take me home, country road, to a place."
And I want to turn my attention to the 2 people that are captured in the back.
Yeah, the lizard folk that is back there has a very simple thought process of just how much they dislike the tabaxi and how much they would want to eat the tabaxi if they could. And then the half elf is just, there's a lot of like, what is my mom gonna think? What, is anybody looking for me? Like, how am I gonna get out of here? I'm so tired. Like that sort of thoughts.
Okay. How far Oh wait, where's the tabaxi at right now?
You can, if you want to catch him like closer or further away, you can. He's just kind of like making the same route back and forth.
What I want is for him to walk away, and I kind of want to go up to the two people in the back and be like, "Hey, we're here to help you. How many bad guys are there, and how many of you are there?"
Okay. You can do this. You have probably about, I'm going to say you have like 30 seconds to do this before he like walks back. It's not a very far trek that
Yeah.
he's doing, but you are definitely able to do that. You startle the two people who are sitting there. And go ahead and just give me another stealth roll real quick,
Okay, I might use
since you're going to go talk to them.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Hell
so I got
yeah.
a 34. Okay.
You startle both of them very much so. They both kind of turn and look at you. The lizard folk kind of like makes this like not a squawking noise, but like something very guttural in its throat. And the girl is like sort of shocked when she sees you. She looks at you, looks at the guard, looks at you, and she's, there's five of us, and there's four of them.
Okay, we'll be back. And then I try to sneakily go away.
Oh yeah, you do that.
Okay. So as I go away, I'm like, Elena, come on. And I want to go back to the camp.
Mhm.
And I tell everybody there's 5 of them, only 4 bad guys. I think we can wait, what do we want to do now?
We can take him. Wait, we don't want to take him. What are we doing?
I know.
I
It's
want
so
to kill them
natural.
all, but I
Let's
think
do
that we
it.
can still wait for them to go to sleep
Yeah, so we can
and
let
try to
people
free people
Yeah. And then kill them.
and then kill them in their sleep.
But
I'm not
we
above
could
it.
Did
just,
I
like-
raise murder hobos? What's going on?
But you
deserve
know,
to
we
die.
I was
could
a murder
easily
hobo
take
before you
out-
got me.
we could easily take out the guard walking around, and then there's quite a few of us. We can easily come up behind the other ones and just slit their throats.
That's true with this stealth thing. I mean,
But we don't know. I mean, I don't know. We don't know if there's any like booby traps on the cages or on their locks. I don't want to assume they're as dumb as they seem. I'd
that's
like to
true.
go into this. in
Yes,
a
but I have
careful
magic
way.
hands.
You do. But have they ever trapped any of the locks before?
It depends on who we're fighting. This group, they haven't, but I have been hitting them kind of hard recently. So I wouldn't. I always check.
Do you normally kill the people after?
No, I
Why
usually.
not? We need less of these people in the world, right?
Yes, but it is just me out here.
Oh, I didn't mean to judge you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it sound like that.
It's all right. I
I
mean, I
appreciate
would. I feel like
Well-
they deserve justice, but it's not mine to hand out.
Freeing the innocent is more important.
Agreed.
Well, after we do that today, you can swing your swift hammer of justice because I want to kill these fuckers.
I use a sword.
Perfect. Your sword of justice.
Okay, let's wait for them to fall asleep, as long as that's what Alhena wants to do, and do the sneaky thing and try to free people.
How many of your sneaky spell things do you have, or is it just once?
I can cast it one more time,
Okay.
but we still have it for if they fall asleep pretty quickly. We still have
Yeah.
it for about 45 minutes.
LB, did I get the impression that they were up for a while yet, or
Yeah, they were kind of eating dinner. It's just sunset now. They'll probably be up. I mean, you guys would be up for a little bit longer before you passed out.
okay?
They'll probably wait. I mean, I don't think realistically they would go to sleep within 45 minutes.
No,
Okay.
so I can cast it one more time tonight.
Okay, cool. Oh, I mean, we might as well relax a little bit and talk more game plan if we need to, but actually we should talk more game plan. If we're gonna release them, the 2 were in the back. There were 5 of them total. Were there like 3 cages?
Yes.
I guess I didn't know what I saw. Okay. So Nazira, when they were in the back, were they shackled like by their wrists?
By their ankles.
By their ankles, okay. And each one of those would have a lock on it. Ooh, that's a lot of work, man.
This is a lot of work, guys. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, it's hard to sneakily release all of them. I don't know how you do it all the time, bud. That's crazy.
Takes a lot of practice.
Well, game plan wise, we can have Nazira and Bud work on freeing people while the rest of us just wait and watch for anybody to stir. And if the person who's on watch makes any move towards those,
I'll
then we
cast
just start
a s-
murdering.
Yeah, and I can cast a spell to make a noise on the other side so they kind of chase after that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe while you guys are freeing everybody, like if you're here and the camp is here, I'll go on this side of them and sneak around that way. Cool. I like it.
I
I'm
think
happy.
if anything goes wrong, we just create chaos and have them not know where to go or who to target away from those that are locked up.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can do some chaos.
I have a question.
Growls in bear.
Yeah.
Does anyone have the sleep spell?
No.
No, I got rid of it
Okay.
because I never used it.
That's fine.
We're also
That's
not
not-
high enough level for that to have any real impact.
Yeah,
It was
fair.
not
Yeah,
available
fair.
enough for me.
Okay.
I always have suggestions, but
You could suggest that they fall asleep.
wait.
Can
did
you
I
do that?
Hold on.
You can suggest a lot of things.
Sir, I suggest you pass the fuck out.
I'd have to actually look at the spell.
I mean, that's a good idea, but I don't think that. I think command you could do that. I don't have suggestion.
You know I talk a lot of shit when it comes to rules, so
Yeah.
I can only do one person at a time, so
Yeah.
yeah, I
fe-
guess we can just wait till they fall asleep, unless we want to make a distraction, have them run towards it. But we'll do that as a last resort.
I think catching them while they're asleep, if they wake up, that's
Mhm.
going to give us a major advantage on them having to scramble to grab their things. Some of them might take off armor if they're real comfortable on this road.
listen, the suggestion just has to be reasonable.
Yes, and it
So-
cannot harm them.
And Bud,
Sleeping is helpful, if anything.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
suggesting that you're very sleepy.
yeah, Bud said I can. It lasts for 8 hours. Like,
but it's not the GM. But
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I think the only thing is that you cannot make asking a creature to
You can't ask
Something-
it to like stab itself. or
yeah,
anything,
something
but-
obviously harmful to them. I don't know, maybe we'll roll a percentile on it. We'll see how it goes.
like to make him go to
Is
sleep.
suggesting that someone takes a nap reasonable?
I think so.
So, well,
always reasonable.
someone who's supposed to be on guard with people who are trafficking people, it might be.
It's also a magic spell.
They've also
true.
been walking all day. They're so tired. They
and
miss
that's
their
why we'll let the
family.
dice decide.
Yeah, and they'll have someone on watch all night, so we're gonna have to deal with someone on watch at some point. I could suggest that the person on
Arr.
watch like goes and hangs out. Like,
Yeah.
they think they hear something on the other side of the camp.
That's a good idea.
That's what
Yeah.
we need to do. I like that.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
So okay, same plan. We'll wait till they go to sleep, and then we will continue.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, you guys wait another maybe a couple hours. You see the boulder. Well, someone's gonna sneak back up there, or are you gonna have someone like watching from the shadows?
I will watch from the shadows.
I'm still bear.
How
How
long
long-
does that last? Is that like 8
Uh,
hours?
No, it's half my level. I need to look and see if it's rounded up or rounded
Mm.
down. At least 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I think excuse me, Bud is going to go up there and keep a watch if you guys don't want to. And probably a couple hours into once it gets to nightfall, the tabaxi is going to stay up. Actually no, I'm going to have the lizard folk is going to move to the back. And he is going to sit on the middle structure. He's going to just plop himself on the middle of the 3 carts, and sort of he's kicking his feet and keeping an eye out, but also like fiddling with his daggers, and he'll every once in a while just smack the cage behind him. Everyone else has gone to sleep.
Okay, so we know this now. I'm going to sneak my way to the opposite side of where everyone else is at. Or wait, okay, where is the Tabaxi still keeping watch?
No,
have we
it's the
started moving?
lizard folk. He's sitting on the back.
What's his intelligence?
Not the one that's chained up.
Yeah.
What's his intelligence?
Wait, lizard folk have like regular intelligence, like
Yeah, they're humanoid. Yeah.
Okay.
They're he was the one doing math in his head.
Oh, okay. So I guess as a collective group, are we all going up? Okay. In that case, I am going to, once we get close enough within 30 feet of him, I want to cast suggestion.
I have also cast Pass Without a Trace again. We have an
Okay,
hour.
cool.
Yep, let's just have everyone who's moving up do a stealth check for me just to cover all of our bases.
Okay, I got a 14 plus her 10, so.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me I have advantage.
You have plus 10.
You don't
Oh,
need
for-
advantage. Just
I'm
add
at
10.
19.
Okay.
I got a 26.
Baller.
25.
Hell yeah. All right.
Bear
Yeah,
sneak.
Bear Snick is a snacky boy. All right. Yeah, you
Very
guys
snack.
move up. Moxie, you are going to cast suggestion.
Yeah.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, that's right.
What? On a failed save, it okay, yeah.
It is a wisdom save though.
Yes. Yes.
How is a 17?
Fuck, it's a 16.
Fuck, I rolled a 16. They have. Wait. Are you sure it's wisdom and not intelligence?
It's wisdom.
Okay, because they have a -2 intelligence. So on a failed, what's the? Sorry.
I'm trying to read.
On a failed, I shoot him through the neck with an arrow. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah.
He dies on a fail. That's definitely what
pursues
happens.
the course of action you described to the on
It doesn't say.
the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggestive course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it's asked to do.
So it doesn't say they know, it just doesn't say anything.
So what happens on a failed save is right. Wait, no.
If they fail to save, that means I get what I wanted.
Yeah,
They
it failed.
succeeded.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. You're right. I was like, okay. What they're asked to do. If you or any of the spell ends, the condition isn't met before the spell ends are performed. Suggested course of activity. Creature is charmed or immune to the effect. The suggestion must be no matter do so others harms it. Okay.
Can I just do it again? I've got one more spell slot there.
Yeah, you can try it again.
We might as well. Okay, so I guess.
It can't be charmed or the suggestion must be worded in a manner asking the creature to stab itself. Okay. I'm gonna use Roll20 or D&D Beyond. A 10.
Yes. Okay. I'm like, hey man, I think there's a noise way over there. You should, but you don't know. Just go over there and hang out there and wait and listen for a little while and focus over this way.
So you say that at first. He kind of like stands up and looks at you. And is like, you can see him grab his dagger or his mace. You realize the spell didn't take effect as he starts to walk towards you, and then you cast it again. And he kind of like stops. And he like looks over there, and you just see him go. Where are you telling him to go?
I'm telling him to go basically opposite of we are on the other side of the camps.
Sure.
On the
Okay.
far side of where he would possibly patrol.
Mm.
And I'd also tell him to keep looking that way.
Yes. Good idea. All right. What's next?
I'm going to go up to one of the cages and start working on the locks and check for traps.
Also, while that's happening, I kind of make my way quietly around to like his flank. So I'm kind of adjacent to him in a way, but he can't, I don't want him to be able to see me.
I'm
just in
sorry, who?
case. The lizard folk.
Okay.
Because I
That one
kind
that
of
you
leave
sent
the
off?
group. Yeah, so I can make a noise in case people wake up and direct them a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So let's see. He is Ezekiel is going to go over to the far right uh door and try to open it. Nazira, where are you going? Who are you unlocking first?
Which one did Bud go to?
The far right. So there's
Um,
3 in a row.
I'll just go to the one next to it. I rolled a nat 20 plus
Hell
my
yeah.
bonus, which is a 10. Are we also adding in
No.
Talon?
No.
That's just for sneakiness.
So I got a 30.
Hell yeah.
Your
You
sleight of hand.
You unlock it should be in your thieves tools is like lock picking.
I do.
Okay, cool. Which you have, yeah. So you
got all the
are
things.
like super, you get this, you see this lock. It is such a basic lock. You're like, "Oh, this is super easy."
I can do this in
you
my
were
sleep.
Yeah, you are able to unlock it. The people behind you, the 2 people who are chained to that one are like kind of watching you very quietly, like very eagerly. And you are able to unlock the cage. Inside is a person. As you see them, their hands kind of reach onto the bars. They're blue. And they almost are like webbed in between the fingers. Their hair is like green. As they look at you, they have blue skin, and it's sort of like almost like scaled. It's very thick skin. And as you pop this lock, you look over towards to Bud as he is also picking the lock next to you. It takes him probably like 5 seconds longer to do his than yours. And he like pops it open, looks over at you, and gives a nod. There is a half-orc woman inside, and she is currently unconscious. And he's going to attempt to try to pull her out. The lock pops on yours, and this being, this humanoid, sort of like as you're pulling off the lock, pushes open the door and like stands next to you, not quite sure what to do.
There's a bear waiting. Go find it. That way.
Okay.
Talon's gonna step out from behind a tree and wave them this way.
Okay.
And then motion to Nazira to go to the next cage.
Well, I should hit up the 2 in that are
The
chained
chained,
up on the
yeah.
floor. Do I want to roll again, or
Yeah, roll 2 more lock picks for me, just for one for each of them.
So 21
Mm-hmm.
and 22.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to make quick work of this. The lizard folk kind of helps the other girl as he is bringing her away. And she's just, thank you so much. And like she's like crying as she goes towards Talon. And then there's
Pushing them towards me, trying to get them behind me. My bow's drawn.
mm-hmm. You see that well, Ezekiel's having some trouble with this woman, trying to get her out of this cage. He's not the strongest of boys, but he's occupied at the moment trying to get her out.
So I'm going to go to the next caravan, next cage.
The next cage, you see a very familiar colored centaur sitting inside. Their eyes are closed. They're sitting up, sitting like a horse and kind of sitting up, but their eyes are closed as if they're asleep.
Beautiful. What's his name again?
Alios?
Alios?
He kind of like turns and looks around.
I'm gonna pop my head up, be like, "Hi, I'm here with your sister. Give me like 5 seconds. I'm gonna get your lock undone, and then we'll get you out of here."
You are here with Alhina?
Yes,
I knew she
I'm a
was coming
friend.
for me.
So I'm gonna like pop my head down, and that is a 19.
Awesome. He kind of like scoots over towards your side of the cage. You able to pop open the lock, and he kind of it's a little difficult for him because it is a raised thing. There's no ramp, but he does clamp down, and just going to do a thing real quick just to make sure.
Stealth mode.
Okay.
He's gonna wake everybody up.
Probably.
All right. He does not.
Ooh.
You guys see the others stir a little bit in their sleep, but the rock-like creature just kind of stays there. You guys can kind of see this dude that kind of looked like rock. It looks like a giant turtle on its side sleeping. But Elios follows you as quietly as they can. And sort of makes it to the tree line. And you guys really see the similarities between Alhina and this boy. He's the same color with the same hair, just cut shorter, sort of feathered at the ends. His eyes are kind of like wide and he's confused, as are all of the other people you now have. Bud is dragging this woman over to you guys and kind of like gently sets her on the ground once they're out of the view of, like, once they're back where everyone is. Could no one help me with this? No one? Who's going to give me a hand with this?
I was with the other locks.
I was
It's
making
fine.
sure everybody got into the forest.
It's fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got everyone. We're going back to the horses. We should
Alhena,
get out of here.
they took your brother. How do you want to end this?
Can she still talk? She's a bear.
I can speak with animals.
Oh, that's right.
Is it?
I think Alhena. Oh man. Now I gotta make a decision.
Major character moment.
Shit.
Yeah, Moxie's about to kill this guy if she sees all these guys moving.
There's 4 of them.
Yes, 2 of them are sleeping. One of them is currently incapacitated.
I think Alhena. Yeah, it's been a week. I think she just looks up at Talon and then just looks down at one of the ones that's sleeping and then just like bares her teeth.
I think that's our cue. I want to just like pull out my knife and my coin
Do
because
I
I'm ready
see
to flip
this?
it.
Yeah, you guys are all together.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not in the clearing
came
anymore,
back.
right? We're like out of it.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
ushered the people away. Okay. I'm gonna
So
make the dagger come out of my wrist.
I have a long sword, so I want to go up behind the lizard folk that I
Mhm.
made look that way.
Yeah.
And try to stealthily go up behind him and just slit his throat.
Coup de grace.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna need stealth checks from everyone who's going up to the camp.
And do we still have our +10 or no?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
I got a 23.
I got a 21.
11.
+10.
Yep. I rolled a 1.
Bless.
You have advantage, don't you? Can use it.
You can use an advantage if you like.
It's
I
I'm a
got
bear. It's fine.
36.
If they're gonna see somebody, they're gonna see me. I'm
That's
fine with that.
Sorry, what was that,
I
Nazira?
got 36.
Okay. This is ridiculous. Oh my.
I don't like that.
Okay, hold on. All right. None of them wake up.
What?
I rolled so bad.
I love it.
They all rolled at disadvantage, but still. One would think out of the 12 rolls that I just did, one of them would be good. All right, so you guys, you still need to make an attack roll. If you land it, it is a critical on these Ahyuks. So who's it? Just as a point of interest, who is attacking who?
I've got the lizard folk.
Damn it, I wanted him. Fine. Take the oh my god.
Tabaxi?
There's
Yes,
a
thank you.
tabaxi.
I
The
will
word you-
take the
is that the word
tabaxi.
you're looking for?
I'm like, it starts with T. It's not a tiefling.
No,
a turtle
tabaxi.
and a human,
tabaxi.
yeah.
Not the turtle. Not Mr. Turtle.
All right.
Alhina, I'll go everywhere. Whichever one you're not going to bite with your teeth or scratch with your claws.
Whichever one is beefier, I'll take because I've got the extra.
Well, there's the
heaps.
rock creature and the human.
I'll take
Wait.
the rock creature.
Okay. It's a turtle, just so everyone's aware.
Oh,
but
it's
I
a
don't know if
turtle?
your characters
Oh, okay.
have ever seen a turtle
I'll take the
before.
turtle.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Everyone roll.
7.
I'm
You
gonna
have
use it.
advantage. You get advantage on your roll.
17.
19.
Okay.
21. I threw my dagger. Sorry, I clicked on 2 wrong things. But I threw the dagger that I made come out of my wrist. I threw the crimson hand.
All right.
I get 2 attacks. Can I roll both for fun?
Yes, the first one's at advantage, the second one is not.
Okay.
Because you wake them up with the first attack.
21 and 18.
All right. So everyone hits. Roll your crit damage. Alhina, just your first one is going to be a crit. Okay.
So I just do it ×2, or do you roll it twice? Which do you prefer?
Either way, it doesn't
Okay.
matter to me. Just pick before you guys roll.
Okay. Well, I was gonna multiply it, so I got a
Okay.
16.
Okay.
18.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
So it's just a damage roll, right?
Yep.
So 10.
Well, ×2 or
Oh, times
roll
2.
twice.
So yeah, so your critical is you take the dice and double it. Either you roll twice as many, or you double what you roll, and then you add your modifier after that.
Okay.
Remember your numbers, people. Okay. Sorry. Moxie, you got what?
I have a 15.
15. Okay. Nazira,
18.
18. Okay. Alhina,
20.
20 total.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Talon, you are muted.
Sorry, 14,
14.
I think, right? Because I just roll 2d4s, then add my modifier, which is +6.
Right. You
Okay.
threw it though, right?
Yes.
When you throw it, doesn't it explode and do more damage?
Yes. I think so. It still says piercing damage on the crimson hand, so I didn't know. I didn't know if there was a separate type of damage.
Yeah, you're just doesn't it do one more d6 though?
Does it? Oh no. I guess I need to click on it. An extra 2d6 fire damage.
Yes. So roll either 2d6 and multiply it by 2, or roll 4d6.
Okay. Why won't this work?
I don't know.
D&D Beyond is not letting me do that. There we go. Okay. 2d6.
Mhm.
10.
Okay. So 10 times 2?
Yes.
Okay.
20.
All right.
My gosh, so confusing.
That's all right.
I really need to
Tal-
read these things.
Talon's blade hits its mark and explodes. The human, like, moves, but doesn't get up. Everyone else's charge, the person they were attacking, wakes up looking really rough, and is startled by what's going on. Moxie, the spell wears off on the lizard folk, and he turns towards you. So I'm gonna have everyone just roll initiative for me real quick. This isn't gonna last long.
11.
I rolled a natural 20, which is a bad time for it, but so I got a 24.
10.
12.
12. All right. Moxie, you're up first.
Okay, so I use my stats that I had before, or I just
You can attack him.
fuck him up now. I want to. I'll use my longsword again. I never get to use it, so I'm pretty excited by this.
Do it to
So
it.
I want to stab at him.
Yeah, you're trying to hit a 15.
And I'd like to use advantage
Okay.
on this.
We can do that. Nope.
Oh, that didn't
That
help.
was
I only
close.
got a 13.
Okie dokie.
Boop, boop, ba-doo.
Womp womp womp. Okay, good. I thought I messed up the stream. Not today, Satan. You stab out at this lizard folk, and he is confused and enraged by what's going on.
Oh, and I want a bonus action.
Go ahead.
I want a Misty Step.
Sure.
So I want to teleport like behind him, but like 10 feet away from where he's at.
Okay. You could definitely do that. All right. Cool. So you teleport. He gets a little confused by this, but turns around and starts to move towards you with his blade. Oh, hell yeah. He moves towards you with his blade drawn, and you just kind of see him like startle for a moment, and then he falls forward as you see an arrow lodged in his back, and behind him, Bud is standing there with his bow just being released on this man.
I'm like, fuck yeah, Bud.
All right. Next up is Alhina.
I have the turtle, right?
You do have the turtle.
I'm gonna
He looks
do it.
real rough.
Great. I'm going to bite his throat out.
Do it to it. Your AC is a 17. Or his AC is a 17.
I was like, no, it's not, but
No,
cool, I'll
ma'am.
take it. That is, well, I rolled an 18 plus 21.
21 hits.
It's not that much damage,
Mm-mm.
but I got teeths.
You really don't need it.
4.
You dig your teeth into him, start tearing at his neck, and though his shell is tough, his neck is pretty soft, and he falls to the ground. I'm just realizing now that we didn't take a break because I was really excited about this heist. So if you guys need to go to the bathroom or anything, now's the time, because we're just going to go to like 11:15, and then we'll call it for the night. I apologize. I'm a bad DM. But next up is Talon.
Who is left alive?
You still have the lizard folk in front of you. Or I'm sorry, not the lizard. Yeah, the lizard folk is dead. So it is the tabaxi that is still alive.
I'm going to grab my bow and I'm going to launch an arrow at them. I'm assuming that a 30 hits.
Oh, boy, does it. Yeah, he's got a 14.
So that's 10 damage with my first attack.
Okay.
And I get a second one
Hell yeah.
because of my magical rangerness.
Yes.
And I'm assuming a 28 hits.
A 28 does hit?
And they take another 10 damage.
Shit.
So 20 damage in 2 shots.
Hell yeah.
I think he's dead.
Actually he's not. But he is hella bloodied.
Good.
And he is assessing the situation around him, and boy is he ready to run. So go ahead and make a what were you using to attack him?
Oh, my bow. Can I do an opportunity attack? Because
I assume you're not as close as you're not going to shoot him point blank. So but
No.
Nazira was right up on him, right, the tabaxi?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Nazira, and make an opportunity attack at this mofo. You're trying to hit a 14.
Okay. I just rolled my d20 correct. Yes.
Yep.
I got an 18.
All right. Do your damage.
Ooh. Since it landed on an even number, I get to, can I use my throwing dagger from Tamora?
Absolutely.
Fuck,
Absolutely.
yes. So I'm going to take my dagger. I'm just going to just do a nice little throw. And I want to hit him dead in the face.
Yeah, he's running away and he kind of turns back as he's running, and he is fucking fast. Like you've seen like people run. You've seen humanoids run. You've seen Alhina when she is in full sprint. This mofo is booking it. You take that second to line up the shot, and as he looks back, your blade flies through the air. The camera pans in on it, and it is flying, and you can see his face like reflected in the perfect sheen of this dagger, and it just like sticks him directly through the eyes, and he falls and kind of tumbles as he goes.
It's also 10 damage, but
it
he's
doesn't
already
matter.
dead. It doesn't matter.
He only had 2 HP left. You're good.
And I'm gonna catch it back like a fucking boomerang and be like, yeah. Like, you bitch, I wanted to get him first.
Hell
As
yeah.
I'm looking at Talon.
Bud sort of slings his bow over his shoulder again and says, "Not bad. I could use you on more hunts."
If it's killing people like this.
That was fun. I want to do it again.
That's a little disturbing. Maybe less this one, but good job. You guys see through the bushes the face of Alhina's brother sort of peer out as he starts to slowly walk towards your group and the campfire, seeing the carnage. He's just kind of like looking at the bear. Alhina?
I'd like to turn back into myself.
You may.
Still covered in blood, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Adios.
Oh, and he's going to like clump towards you and just like embrace you in the biggest hug. And he's kind of like, after a moment, you can feel the tears kind of running down his face. He's like, "I knew you were coming for me."
Yes. Are you all right?
I'm okay. They weren't that cruel.
No, they put you in a cage. They were cruel enough.
Yeah. But you freed all of us.
Yes.
How did you even find me?
That is a long story.
Oh. Do you want to talk here, or do you have a place we can go?
We should make sure everyone is safe.
Okay.
Well, they're
They
having
had-
their tender moment. I've been rummaging through the people that we killed. All
Fair.
their shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They have a little bit of
Same.
gold on them, not a ton. They did purchase these, so they probably had a lot coming out, but they have like some spending cash, probably like 20 or 30 gold. Let's say 30 gold because I need to actually make a number. They have 30 gold on them fully.
Perfect.
And like a few random items, but for the most part it is just normal dagger, nothing too special.
No one's got a little black book full of all the names of the peoples that are involved in this organization. So we can hunt them down one by one and murder them all.
I
If
think if we
you-
wanted that, we should have kept a survivor.
I mean, yeah, you can you can roll an investigation check to see what you can find.
I'm gonna do that as well.
Mhm.
19.
19.
I got an 18.
I got an 8.
Moxie, you see that the turtle has a book on them. Like you can see that kind of in their knapsack there is this ledger sticking out, and as you reach for it, Talon, you snag it first because you're just a little faster on it. And it
Alright,
is a
fine.
book full of it's a ledger full of like sales and receipts and that sort of thing. They have their company logo printed in the front and all that stuff.
Well, when we're done with our other stuff, this looks like this has a lot of information on people who were involved in this.
Well, if you want to pass it off to me, I could probably do more good with it now, says Bud.
Great idea.
Thank
She'll
you.
hand it to Bud.
I'll take the rest of them over to our camp. I don't think that they probably want to be around all of this. And kind of like motions to the dead bodies.
I'm gonna move the. Is it feasible for me to move the carts all into the circle with the dead bodies and light everything on fire?
It's gonna take you a while, but you could probably do that. They did
I'm gonna
have
do that.
2
help.
horses.
Let's keep the horses and
yeah,
we'll sell
keeping the
them.
horses and
Mhm.
moving
Well-
all of the bodies.
Can we use the cart to like, or can Bud use the cart and the horses to take the people back to Waterdeep or somewhere?
Yeah.
I don't want
They
them to have to go
definitely-
back in a cage, right?
Does like, can you take the cages off the cart, or is there like, because how did these guys travel? Were they in the cart or were they just?
Two
No,
horses.
they were riding
walking.
on the cart, yeah.
Yeah, so
And
they
not
could
just
ride on
dismantle the
horses.
top, dismantle the cage part, and
You can
just
try
have a
it. It's gonna
regular
take you a
cart.
while, yeah.
So I will help Talon, and we will try to make it so they have like something to ride on with the horses
Sure.
to go back.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try to makeshift something and then burn everything else as a
Yeah.
Mhm.
warning
Yeah.
to everybody who comes looking for them that
Sure.
And I love
Ooh,
fire.
let's put their bodies in the cage, shut the door, obviously. Not that it's really going to matter. And then we light it on fire.
Sold.
yep.
We should leave a message. I know several languages, so I think we have a lot of
Good.
coverage.
Ooh, let's grab something that's like a personal effect of them or like their symbol for their gang. And then,
Mhm.
we can like put it on something.
Take one of their daggers and like slice it through after everything's done burning, maybe, and just like put it
Yeah.
in a tree
Hell yeah.
or
I
something
love
Some
how
paper
dark
right in
they
front of
are.
the funeral pyre.
I have paper, so we could draw their logo on it and stab it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a notice. And they won't even know who did it.
Yeah. I like
They'll
this
assume it's a
method.
rival gang.
While you guys are doing this, Alhina, your brother has pretty much like stuck to you. Horses kind of do this thing where they keep their butts together as they're walking around, and I imagine that it is very similar for you two. And he's just like, I mean, ecstatic to see you, and he's kind of wipes away, like he's trying not to cry, but he's definitely like, where you were at Waterdeep?
For a bit, yes. We've been around.
Tell me of your story. What have you been doing? Have you mapped more stars?
So many. Talon has been helping me.
Really? It looks like you've made some good friends.
Yes, they're more like family.
That is nice to hear. I was doing well, but found myself in some trouble, as it usually happens. Just this time it was a lot more trouble than I'm used to.
You're always in trouble.
Yes, well...
This is
you
why I
had-
said I always wanted sisters. It just
That
took you getting
is-
kidnapped for me to find them.
Well... I'm glad that I could be helpful in some way towards you, sister.
Don't do this again.
I did not plan on doing this in the first part, but Yes, I understand that this world is different. There are people who sell other people
Yes.
here.
Upsetting.
Very. But I was able to get something. I don't know where it is. I think they took it from me. I got something that I could see the stars better with. It was a magnifying glass that I could look up with.
The telescope.
Yes, yes.
The lady
Wait.
at the store, she told me.
Yes, Skippies. You went to see her?
I went everywhere looking for you.
Thank you.
It was a lot of work.
I know, I'm very troublesome.
Let's find it. I want to see it.
Okay. Well, I think that the Xanathars took it. But I think we can find it if we look hard enough and you're able to find me.
Well, you're very big and part horse. So,
Yes, apparently we stand out here. People find it very exciting.
yes, very exciting.
Hmm.
To a degree that I am not always comfortable with.
I think it is fun to make friends. It's an easy way to do it.
And you see where making friends has got you.
Well, see where making friends has gotten you.
Yes, actual friends that don't put me in a cage.
I made friends before I found these that.
And where were they when you were in the cage on the back of a cart?
I don't know. They're probably back at. Look, it's. I don't want to argue. I am very
You need better
tired.
friends.
Apparently, I do. Maybe I'll take a note from your book, or I'll just steal your friends.
You cannot steal my friends. They're my friends.
Well, maybe they can be my friends too.
Well, that's not stealing, that's sharing. Why do you always go to stealing immediately?
Because I don't want you to have everything. I want to have things too.
So we can share things. You don't just have to take things.
Yes,
from
but then
me.
it's not yours. It's mine.
No, but it could be ours. You just never let it go that way. You always have to take things.
It is hard being the younger child.
You're so much younger than me. I don't want to hear it.
You know, I had a very interesting dream the other night. Do you remember when we used to play the hiding game?
Yes.
Yes, I had a dream about it. It was in the cart. It made me happy.
You had a dream about that.
Yes, of course. This is, you know, I had been having bad dreams as of late, but it was a nice respite.
I had a dream about it too.
Really? Maybe we're not. Maybe we're still connected in some way then.
Yes, through me going across literal planes to save you from the cage, but okay.
You are already here. Don't give me that.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. Tell me about what you've been doing.
Okay.
And you two walk off having this wonderful conversation. I assume you tell him about your travels.
Yeah.
And he is
I
most
tell him the whole story.
Yeah, yeah. And in the background, you just see Nazira, Moxie, Talon, and Bud just like lifting bodies into a cart. The other people have been given food and water and are sort of off to the side, like closer towards the edge of camp. You guys make this pyre, write your notes, stick it in the wall, and set it all ablaze. Talon, you are very careful to make sure that you don't light the forest on fire.
Of course not.
But
Yeah, I want to put like, so you're coming like on the road, that like thing that we wrote, I want to take one of their daggers and like put like their symbol with the dagger like into a tree, so like you see that, and then right beyond it you'll just see like this smoking pile of ruins of what happens to people that traffic in our lands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bud kind of comes up and it's like, yeah, but he like takes his fingers and smears a little bit of blood on it, so it's even more ominous.
That's a nice touch.
Thank you.
That's exactly what it needed. Thank you.
Let's just get some sleep. We
Mhm.
shouldn't have to worry about anything else tonight.
I will take first watch with Root if everybody else wants to crash.
I'll take first watch as well.
Okay, I'll take second watch.
Thanks, guys.
So I'm making the elves do all the work. I see how it is.
They
We only need 4 hours
volunteered.
of sleep.
Uh-huh.
That's
That's fair.
what we're
Do you-
here for.
Yeah. Do you guys want to have any conversations that night?
No, I'm just pleased. I might
Alright.
send a little mental message to the Blood Queen.
Yeah. Do
Just-
you do anything with these bodies as a
as I threw the
tribute?
dagger into the first one that I killed, I was
Mhm.
just thinking like my first blood sacrifice and tossed
Mhm.
the dagger into that first person. So I was hoping that that mental message went through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you feel as it returned to your arm, you felt sort of a warmth moving up your arm to your shoulder as the Blood Queen was pleased with her sacrifice. Mwahaha.
Pleased with myself.
Nazira, Talon, is there anything you want to discuss on your watch?
No, I'm just happy we solved one mystery. I
Fair
think we're a
enough.
little more lighthearted than usual, you know,
Yeah.
like we still have a lot ahead of us. We're probably just joking around a little bit, you know,
Mhm.
like I might even, if she's got a flask, I might have a sip or two, you know.
Oh, yes. All right. And
What it's filled with, nobody knows.
nobody knows. Yeah, so your watch goes on without any issue. You just kind of hear the crackling of the fire. By the time that Bud has finished their trance, the fire's died down. It is just smoldering at this point. The wheels and the chassis of this thing are metal, so it doesn't burn all the way down, but it does break apart a little bit and collapse in on itself. Bud's watch goes by without incident, and you guys wake up to see Bud has kind of put a tarp over the top of the cart that you guys are going to use. He's hitched the 2 horses to it, and he's kind of getting it all ready for the ride back. The prisoners, now freed, are very grateful in the morning. They were extremely tired during the night. They all slept very well. The lizard folk kind of walks up to the group or wakes up, and he thanks you all sort of profusely and is beyond ecstatic. The girl that was the half elf that was tied behind can pretty only much cry at this point in joy, but she attempts to say thank you, but it is kind of just and the lizard folk kind of like pats her side and ushers her away. The half orc woman wakes up, and she is able to help with some of the preparations. She seems very, obviously everyone's very grateful for what you did. Is there anything you want to do before you head out?
Oh, I want to make sure that they want to go back. Like whoever's going knows that we're going back to Waterdeep.
Yes.
And
so
they want to come with, right? I don't want to
Yes,
force them to come with us. They've been through a
aren't
lot.
right. They aren't all from Waterdeep, but they don't want to go anywhere by themselves. So they are going to travel with you all back to Waterdeep, and Bud just says, I'll make sure that they get back to where they're supposed to be. It'll take me some time, but don't worry. I can handle them. Do you want to stay with us, or are you going to ride ahead? The cart doesn't move that fast. It'll take us about 3 days to head back.
Probably should ride ahead.
Well, we can just go at our normal pace, I guess. But I mean, we just have to get back to Waterdeep to look for oh no. I just drew the biggest blank.
I know, I can't think of it either.
Starts with an E.
Elcor.
Elcor, thank you. I knew I
Yeah.
had it. Elcor. And Alhina and I got a little lead on his whereabouts
What did you
when
find
we
out?
were searching. The last place that he didn't finish his last performance at the drunken, what's that statue?
The drunkard?
The drunkard, I think it was. The drunkard, maybe. His last performance, he didn't finish it. He was ushered away by people. So we were going to look around the yawning portal, which is where he had performed the day before that, and see if anybody knows anything.
Okay. I can give you the name of someone that might be able to help.
That would be lovely.
Uh,
We were hired to find him.
all right. Bragani.
Regani. Okay.
She is a tabaxi. She's she's good at finding people. I have worked with her before, but with everyone in Waterdeep, take everyone with caution.
Mm-hmm. Where can we find Regani?
What day is it? You'll be able to find her near the docks. She's probably at the anchor's chain.
Well, thank you for your help. We can ride ahead, or we can stay with the group if you would like.
He looks back at the others. I think we can manage. I'll take some of the weapons that were left behind, just in case. But with this large of a group, we should keep away anyone who is going to mess with us.
Okay. Then we'll ride ahead. And I'll shake Bud's hand and tell him thank you, or thank him for helping us.
Yeah. And he says in Sylvan, like, let the light be with you.
And then I'll say the same back.
He kind of gives you all a good wave, a nice smile as the, hey guys, as the mission is complete. He is ready to relax and be happy, and he gives you all a hearty wave. The people are waving and smiling and thanking you again as you ride off back towards Waterdeep. Alhina, I assume you're bringing your brother with you?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you guys start your ride back. Not quite as quickly as you were riding down. You're able to make it. You guys know that you're like, if you continue south, it's probably will take, if you want to go south, you could go to Daggerford. It's like a day away. But you got like a 3-day ride back up to Waterdeep. Is there anything you guys want to do in that time, or should we fast travel?
Fast travel.
Alhina, is there anything you want to talk to your brother about while you're on the road?
I think it's really mostly just like giving him a rundown of like everything that has happened. I don't think there's anything like specific that I need to play out.
Yeah. I think he's most interested. I think we should play out the scene where you tell him that you have been chosen by a god to create a great task. I feel like that might be something. Fair. Yeah. And he's, so you do, okay. You come to a new plane of existence. They have these gods here. These grand beings who control.
Like, there's so many of them.
There's so many of. I've learned little, but. And one of them has chosen you for a grand mission to collect people to a certain place at a certain time. Wow.
Yes.
And I get kidnapped and sold into slavery.
Do you see why I think I am better at making friends than you?
You know,
you get kidnapped and I am chosen by a god of another people. This is not even my god. It's someone else's god. But I think
maybe we should let go of the fact that I got captured and was going to be sold into slavery. I think that's a knife that I don't want twisted anymore, if that's okay.
No, I will not. I will not do this.
All right, thank you. But really, a god. And the goddess of what? What does she do?
A lot of things. I'll have you know.
Okay, go ahead. I'm very impressed. Like I know it sounds like I'm not impressed, but I'm actually very impressed.
Well, I don't believe you, but okay. And her dad is god of some other things. Too.
Right. Do you remember what they are?
He has like the sun and stuff.
Oh. Like the sun?
The sun's like the one in the sky, yes.
So he brings the chariot that pulls it across?
Basically their story is a little bit different, but it
Have
all
you-
kind of, roots from the same thing.
Right, damn. Have you
And she has like dreams and things.
She has dreams?
Well, she gives me dreams.
Oh. So she is like the serpent who eats the bad nightmares?
Well, I don't know if she eats the bad ones so much as she just replaces them with the good ones. Like she's so powerful that she
Right.
doesn't even have to eat the bad ones. They just go away.
Wow. Is she the one who gave me the dream?
I think so.
She seems very nice.
She is very nice. And she gave me this big spear.
Oh, holy but Jolie, is that the he kind of takes it from you and like spins it a little bit and tries it out. That's very impressive. Hands it back. Are you sure that she is one of the good gods? I mean, is she asking you to do too much?
No, she is not.
Okay.
I think she is very good.
All right. I trust your judgment. It has never led
Finally.
me astray. So,
I mean, yes, good.
what are we going to do when we get back to town?
Well, we have a lot of things to do. And we have Elcor to look for and all of these problems to solve. But honestly, I am tired and I really just want to take you to the circus.
Oh, the circus that was outside of town.
Yes.
Thought you said that was Moxie's.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she runs it. It's very good. There is this one woman who throws this dagger. I don't even know how to describe it. It's so incredible.
I believe you. It sounds very exciting. Well, I can't wait to see it.
They have a
don't-
tiger.
They have a tiger?
Mhm.
What is a tiger?
The cat, the very, very big cat with the stripes. And the
Oh,
big
like
teeth.
a Lianon?
Yes, but on all fours, and they have stripes, and they don't have the
Oh.
big hair.
Okay,
Very
all right.
sleek.
Ooh. Very nice. I
Anyway,
can't
his
wait
name
to
is
see it.
Taco, and he's basically my best friend.
Okay, all right. Well, as much as I have enjoyed the life in the city, I don't think that I should stay in Waterdeep for too long, especially since, they sold me and they're coming back. So perhaps I should not go back into the city.
But that's okay. You can probably stay with the circus. I don't think Moxie would mind.
What would I do in a circus?
I don't know. What are you good at?
Good at running. And jumping.
That's true. Maybe you could do okay, hear me out. You know how people here love the horses that do the tricks?
Oh yes, the jumping through her hoops and stuff.
Yes, the running and the jumping.
Yeah.
The going over the big beams and
Right.
things. You could do that. But you're not just a horse. You're also a man.
This is true. So then I take a lady out of the audience and I kiss them at the end?
I mean, if she wants you to.
All right. I could like this. I could get into this.
Only if she wants you to. Don't
Right,
be a creep.
obviously. I'm not going to be a creep. I'm not a creep.
You're kind
The
of a creep.
ladies love me here.
Mhm.
The figure they quite enjoy.
Yeah, the ladies love me too. Listen, I've been here.
I don't want to have a competition about this, but we had one. I might
You're
win.
still mad you lost.
Okay, you know what? We're on a different plane of existence. We are exotic here.
Yeah, the
Yes.
ladies here are much smaller.
Yes, yes, they are. And very it is a very, like,
You have to
mathematical.
be very gentle with them.
Yes. But they love to go for rides.
Yes.
Which is slightly
I
demeaning
don't really like it
sometimes.
being phrased that way.
Well, you know, they like to go for a ride and then they like to go for a ride.
They don't know. I don't want to hear about that. You're disgusting.
What? I'm a
You're-
man now. I can talk about these things.
Gross.
Okay, fine. Anyways, I'll join the circus. I'll talk to Moxie about what sort of act I should do, but that sounds fun for a little bit at least, and then I can see what the North has to offer. We should find a way where we can stay in contact. Is there a spell that you know that we could use?
There is a spell that I know of that some people have sometimes that I don't know offhand if I am capable of learning, but let me check my book of spells that I learned very quickly.
Maybe there's an item that we can get where we can talk to each other through it. Just
Oh,
don't
that
call
would-
me all the time, okay?
Yeah, no, it is not a spell that's me can learn specifically.
No.
But I do know, I mean, a lot of very powerful people, obviously. So
Okay, all right. Yes, you're very impressive. I'm very impressed by you. Maybe, do you think we could talk to grandmother with this spell?
from what I know, yes, you can talk to basically anybody with a small chance of failure, but all magic has this.
All right. Well, maybe when we get to the city, you can look for this item, and then we can see what it does.
I'll ask the nice lady at the shop. She knew a lot of things.
She did. She's very smart. She's very like her mind is not on all the way.
Flighty.
Yes, that's it. But she's very nice.
Oh yes.
Right. I missed you. Nudges you.
Missed you. Creep.
Hey, hair.
It is not. I take very good care of it, okay?
You're so sensitive.
Well, I've never been kidnapped, so.
All right, fair. Yes, again, with the dagger in my heart, you're just stabbing me over and over. I'm going to just kind of.
Oh,
like,
but you're a man now. You're so tough. You'll be fine.
I do not. Do you want to race?
Yes.
All right. Go. He just takes off.
You're cheating!
You guys watch Alhina and her brother just kind of take off in front of you.
We're very fast.
Yes.
Azir
Alright.
is just like behind them on her horse, just like holding in her laughter. This is like the best conversation she's ever eavesdropped on.
I hear nothing because I'm well ahead with Root, you know, and all of a sudden they
Yeah.
come like I hear like hooves come like racing up behind me. What the hell?
And just Alhina shouting, "You're cheating!"
You're just slow.
Mm.
The siblings
I have a
continue.
spear!
You know that grandmother would never forgive you who stabbed me.
I don't care what she thinks.
And they are gone off into the distance. But the sibling rivalry continues into the next couple days as you make your way back towards town. Yeah, let's finish this out. Yeah, everyone good to keep going a little bit? Okay. You guys make it back. It takes you, like I said, 3 days to get back. Sort of on the morning, mid-morning of the fourth day. You are walking up towards the circus, which has been completely disassembled at this point. Everything has been loaded up. You see that they were on their way to getting on the road. As you walk up, and Matthias is tying up some of the final things in the back, making sure that the carts are all locked up, as you all roll up on the circus.
Matthias is there?
Not Matthias. What's your boy's name? Mateo?
Oh, Mordecai.
Mordecai! Started with an M.
Morty.
Sorry, I got confused. No,
Uh,
Matthias is
so
not there. Matthias is off thinking about his life.
I offered him. Anyways, I see Mordecai, and we come up on our horses, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so I kind of pull up. I'm like, oh, hey.
Oh, hey, you guys are back. You +1. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was a lot fast. I thought we were going to be gone for like a month. That only took,
Oh, it was like a week.
yeah, not even that long.
Hmm.
How,
Felt
how,
pretty
are,
long.
how are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're all packed up, and we're ready to get on the road. We were gonna leave this morning.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Well, I need to go talk to Cherry and William real quick, but I will
Sure.
definitely talk to you before we're done.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll just
Well,
make sure.
We're all shifty and uncomfortable around each
Mhm.
other, I'm sure. As we were traveling, Alios.
Alios.
I know that he wanted to join the circus,
Uh-huh.
so I want to go in and find William and Cherry and bring them
Mhm.
out to meet him.
Yeah, Cherry is more than excited. English accent. Oh, he's wonderful. Look at him. Oh my gosh. What can he do? What are we going to be doing with him?
I don't. Elios, what were your ideas again? Sorry, I'm making
Well,
you talk
I
to
was
yourself.
I was thinking that I'd like, you know how horses that they'd run around and they jump over things, and maybe I was thinking that we could do something that is on fire, and then at the end I do a big flourish.
Like, yeah,
Oh.
that sounds awesome, right?
Yeah, no, we can definitely work that in. Well, I'm not even doing an English accent anymore. English. Well, okay, but like, what do you think? We're going to be leaving? Well, we're going to be leaving this morning, but is there? Should we have? Is there anything? Should we wait?
I don't see a reason why you should. If Elios just wants to go, I mean, he and I have to talk that over, but
Okay. Well, let us know. I'll be over here. And William's like, yeah, be over here. And he goes to inspect his animals. Oh, wait, William's not the yes. No, William's a doppelganger. Yes.
yeah, he's kind of in charge while I'm gone.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking about your little naked dude. Pepper.
Oh, Pepper.
No, Pepper's sort of at the front rallying everybody and getting their spirits up. He is clothed now, everyone, just so we're aware.
Nazir's just going to be like, what the hell? Was I drunk this entire time? Because I don't remember any of these people.
You're drunk a lot of the time.
But like, not blackout drunk. There was a naked man. I would have jumped on that real quick.
Well, use the term man loosely. He's a gnome.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I'll let him know.
Gross. Well, if they're leaving this morning, then I probably should go with them, right?
Just going to leave today?
Well, that's when they're leaving. Did you want me to stay longer?
Not. I mean, if you want to go, you can go.
Well, I don't think I should go back into the city, as I've said. I don't know if that's the best idea. And then you should be careful in there because you look just like me. just a little bit.
So I've
frumpier.
discovered.
Yes. But I mean, you'll be coming north soon, right? Like you said.
Yes. We're going to make our way that way.
So we won't be gone for very long, and now we actually have a plan for us to meet up again. Before we did not. Hey, it's going to be okay. I'll make
Well, I
new
just
friends.
found
see?
you, and I don't even want. I don't want you to just go off without a way for me to talk to you.
Well, then you need to find that item. You need to find that magic item that will let us talk to each other. How about that?
Right.
Do I
could
hear
help.
this?
Do you hear it? Yeah, you're close. They're kind of like talking off to the side, I assume, Alhina.
Yeah. She's not
Um,
trying to like hide it or anything.
Yeah.
we might be able to find somebody to enchant some jewelry so that we can all speak, or that you guys can speak. We could have our necklaces enchanted, Alhena, and you could give him mine. And then you guys could talk. If we could find somebody to enchant our necklaces.
That would be great.
We can actually ask Pepper. Maybe he's a wizard. He might know someone who'd be able to do it.
I mean, we can all just find, I don't know, we could go buy random pieces of jewelry as well and see if Pepper knows how to enchant them, or if we can find somebody to enchant them. We might be able to each have a ring or an earring or something. There's got to be a spell somewhere. Let's ask Pepper. He might know.
Okay.
And then you guys
Alright.
could have a way to talk.
Okay, yeah, sure. You guys walk up to Pepper, and I cannot remember what voice I did for Pepper. I think he was like a high pitch. I know he was
I feel like
drunk.
it was nasally.
Yeah, he
Was
speaks
it-
for a
was
third
it-
person.
Is
Like
it Pepper? It's Pepper. All right.
Versus.
It's just Gwen. It's just Gwen, but a man. Okay. You guys walk up to him, and he's, all right, I know we got a long road ahead of us, but we're gonna do this. It's gonna be great. And you know what? Y'all look fantastic. Get the fuck out of my face. Hello, Moxie, you're back. When did you get back?
Yeah, we just got back. Hey, we need your help.
Yeah, what's up?
So we want to get to enchant some items or necklaces or something to be able to
Yeah.
communicate. Do you know of anybody that can do that for us, or can you do that?
Of course I know him. He's me.
Oh. Okay.
It's gonna take some supplies though. What are you looking to do?
Well, maybe these two necklaces that Alhena and Talon have.
Okay. All right.
Could we enchant those to communicate through them?
Does that say boss bitch?
Yeah.
Every session I forget we're wearing necklaces that say boss and bitch. And then I'm reminded. And
The
it brings
best
me
throwaway
joy.
thing that I've ever given you guys. I mean, yeah. What do you want?
Finding a way.
What do you want them enchanted with?
Well, just so they can communicate with each other through them. Is that possible?
Like at a
Just like-
close distance or a far distance?
Far distance.
Very far.
Okay. I mean, yes, there is a spell called Sending that I could probably enchant them with. It's gonna take me some time and a lot of money.
How much money?
Well, with supplies and I have to really practice it and all that. I mean, probably like 200 gold a piece.
I pay you, right?
Yeah, you pay me to perform, not to do this sort of thing. I mean, like, legitimately, I'm not pulling your leg here. I actually need components to, like, enchant this with, and I have to, like, put it in a pot, and it has to sit there, and I have to buy supplies for it. It is not a cheap thing to enchant items. Otherwise, everything would be enchanted, Moxie.
Yeah.
I can pay you. How much
Okay.
time?
I mean, he's probably the best deal we'll find. So
That's true.
when we meet up with the circus later on, we can actually get them, and then you guys will be able to talk. Is that okay with you, Alhena?
Well, if I'm it'll take me a week to enchant each of them. So, like, a week and then a week. But once the first one's enchanted, they can use, whoever can use it to send a message to someone, and then they can send one back. There's just no, like, in-between connection with the other necklace yet.
Okay, is that okay with you, Alhina?
Yes, that's okay.
Alright. Cool. Did you find any cool booze while you were gone, Moxie?
Booze?
If we bring you cool booze, will you knock down the price?
How about, well, I don't have any cool booze, but if I come across some, I'll pick it up for you as a little tip. How about that, Peps? Thanks. So I found that 30 gold, so I just hand him that for now. This stuff, I'm just let them have it. And then, hey guys, he needs your boss bitch necklaces.
Take the necklaces off.
Thank you, Peps. No, we have to kind of leave and do our own thing. So we'll meet up with you down the road. Alhena, what did you have on the bitch one before?
I had the bitch.
Yeah.
Good.
It'd be funny if Alios had that, but we
Would it?
can let. But it's funny that you have it too, so it's okay.
Well, if he puts on your necklace, he'll be able to send you a message or anyone a message the second it's enchanted.
Yeah,
I'm
so it
still
doesn't matter.
working on the slang.
How about you keep your bitch necklace? So do the bitch one first, so we can send that to Alhena.
Yep, that's fine. I can do that.
I like being a bitch.
As you should.
Most chicks do.
All right, Pepper.
Sorry.
That's enough out of you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye. He kind of waddles off back towards everyone. Alias kind of looks towards you guys. So, it is okay that I go with them now?
It's your choice. I think it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, for now. You know, I want to be able to do the things that I want, but yeah, maybe I'll make some money and then I'll be able to travel up to the north. I hear that they have snow up there.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I, obviously.
But I mean, if you want to travel, I think the circus is your best bet. They go everywhere.
That's fair. That sounds like a good deal to me for now.
Okay.
Turns to the rest of you. I'm glad that my sister has made such good friends. I will strive to do better in the friends business after this. But thank you for taking care of her. You know she needs it.
Of course.
I'm
She takes
standing
care of
right
us, too.
here.
We'll try to find your telescope.
I appreciate that. It was worth a lot of money. I went through a lot for that. And it is good to see the stars. But, you know what? Once you find it, Alhina, why don't you keep it for a while until you see me next?
What did you think I was going to do? Throw it away?
No, send it to me, like, so it gets to me faster. I don't know. I was trying to be nice.
I know.
I was trying to share.
Okay. I will find it and hold on to it until I see you again. Until I think you deserve to have a nice thing that you can take care of.
Fine. All right. Okay. Try to do a kind gesture and it turns into a lesson.
I'm older. Don't know what you want from me.
Not that much older.
At least 4 minutes.
Anyways. I hope you guys find who you're looking for and are safe on your travels.
You too. I'm glad we could find you.
I'm glad to be found.
I
Well, I
miss
should-
you.
I'll miss you too, sister. But we will be together soon. Kind of takes his hand to the side of your head and places his forehead on yours. And like gives you a little pat. Starts to walk away, turns and kind of waves before he finds something to do in the circus.
Callan's gonna squeeze Elhana's hand and be like, you'll be able to talk to him soon. A week. And he can send you a message.
A week is a long time.
It is. But at least you have, tomorrow would be one less day.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if something had happened to him.
We would have killed more people.
I don't know if it would have ever been enough.
Probably not. But nothing happened. We still killed some people. And he's safe. And he's traveling with Moxie Circus, who we were planning on meeting up with after the fact anyway.
Moxie, I hope you know who you've just hired. He's me, but dumb.
He seems pretty special. He'll fit in perfectly. Don't worry.
Did he ask you about doing a trick with fire by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know to micromanage, but he does have a bad track record with fire.
Cherry will be able to help him and teach him, and she does a lot with fire, so she's good.
That's the reason we had to cut his hair short in the first place.
Yeah, we've had quite a few of those incidents at the circus. It'll be just another day at the circus. No big
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Well, I'm going to, but maybe not fire the first day, is all I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, I'll make sure they know that.
All right. Circus. Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave the circus or before the circus leaves you?
I just need to talk to Morty again.
Sure. He's completely packed up everything, and he's kind of like leaning against one of the carts. Not looking at you, but kind of looking in your direction.
So I just walk up to him like, okay, so we've got, it's going to be a while before I join back up with the circus, just if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I've, waited for you for a while, so.
Oh. DM, can you can write letters to people in this world?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like carrier birds and stuff.
Okay. So I'm like, I tell Morty, well, I'll write you. I mean, we can at least stay in contact there.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So Moxie just goes and hugs him.
Mm-hmm.
And
he like kind of like doesn't know if you're going in for another kiss, and then like turns his head real quick and goes for the hug.
So she hugs him and pulls back and then kisses him just to warm him up.
He's much more ready for this kiss.
Yes.
And it is a very like sort of light, kind kiss.
And then I just pull back after I non-creepy amount of time. Like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm glad that finally happened, and I'll see you as soon as I can.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you around.
Okay. And I just kind of
Huh.
like touch his shoulder and then walk away.
Mhm. You guys, as you're watching Moxie walk back, totally not looking over her shoulder, he's just like smiling to himself and like nodding, like kind of pats his legs and walks away with a little jaunt.
Aw, Morty.
Leans down to Talon. Oh, that's what she meant when she said she liked him.
Oh yeah. She's wanted to do that for a long time.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, it seemed like he liked it.
I'm right. Saw that little dance afterwards.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I come back. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
How'd
what?
it go?
Let's go. Hey, it was
Oh,
good. We'll
don't-
talk later. I
Oh,
gotta
yeah?
walk away right now.
Okay.
We just gotta walk away.
Have to look like a boss bitch.
Exactly, Elhana, you're getting it.
She's
learning.
figuring out our plain slang.
Listen, I already speak 4 languages, okay? It takes me a little bit at this point.
I understand.
All right, you guys start to make your way into Waterdeep, and I think that's where we'll end it for today. Again, I'm so sorry we didn't take a break. I was looking at the time. It was 9:30. I'm like, okay, we'll take a break soon. I'll just get and then I just steamrolled over the rest of it. Apologies. But thank you guys so much for playing with me, and thank you for everyone who was hanging out and watching. Thank you for the follows and the raids and the gifted subs. Very much appreciated. We're at 374 followers. When we get to 400, we're gonna do another giveaway, and we're gonna do a mega thorp. Everyone, get your fans. Is everyone ready? Savannah, panic, sheer panic. Okay, thank you, Cal, for that redemption. I'm gonna count us down. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Yay, everyone has a mega fan. Awesome. All right, let's go around real quick and see. And everyone tell us who you are, where you can be found. Starting off, of course, with the loving and the beautiful Savannah.
Me, hello. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I exist here on Sunday nights, and then also on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights. That's game with 2 G's for good game, and nights with a K, because we're fucking nerds, I guess. I don't have an explanation for the second half of it other than just that we're big nerds. But we play all sorts of games over there. Lots of tabletop games, lots of video games, all kinds of stuff. So come coming out. That's what I got.
All right, thank you very much, and thanks for having those wonderful sibling moments with me. Not weird at all. But very well done.
Acting.
Next up is the brilliant and the I was gonna say bountiful. That is not a good word. The brilliant and the bashful Tanya.
I like bountiful. I feel like
Okay, bountiful.
Anyways, yeah, at Tanya Rowland, on wherever internet things happen. And my weird podcast, Spider Facts with Billy. I'm an 8-year-old boy who talks to spiders with my friend Sarah, who is awesome and hilarious. And that's all I got for tonight, guys. Thanks
Perfect.
for watching.
Thanks for smooching with an NPC. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's modeled after my husband for everybody's
Hell yeah.
information. So no big deal.
Wonderful. Next up is the pretty and resourceful Rachel.
Oh, that's me. Hi, everybody. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth. And I stream things like Dead by Daylight and Skyrim. Making Decisions as this character. We're doing a playthrough now on Fridays, and I will probably be live again on Tuesday playing some Dead by Daylight. And I'm really bad at Instagram and Twitter, but I'm trying to be better. Those are at Rachel is a mess with a Z in the middle instead of an S. And that's it.
Thank you very much for coming with us and hanging out. And last but of course not least is the flexible and the funny Kelly.
Hello, hello. That would be me. Well, you can find me here on Sunday nights playing Nazira. You can also follow my Instagram page, Kel_behind the chair, for my cosmetology school journey thing. You can also follow me on the TikToks at Shorty Kel. Don't be creepy. I will block you. I have no problem blocking you. So yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And I am of course LB Hackamup. You can find me here Tuesday afternoons, Friday evenings, Saturday night this week. We are finishing up our Monster of the Week game. It's so much fun. Please watch it. But for now, we're going to go raid. Indoor is playing some Magic the Gathering, which should be super fun and relevant because we're talking about Ravnica. So I guess until I see you guys next time, I'm LB Hackamup. Hack recklessly. Bye.